Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be another auction video. This one's not going to be a walk around like the last one. I did that last week. It's a smaller auction. This is the first time I'll be showing this auction. What we're picking up today, it's an interesting car. I definitely paid a little bit more than I paid for the last auction car I got. I will admit now I paid a little too much in my opinion, but I should still be able to make a little bit of a profit off of it. It's a really cool and rare car, and it's completely worth it. So let's get going, and I'll show you guys what it is when we get there. Alright, so here we are. This is called Ken Geyer Auctions. Typically it's filled with cars. Today's the second pickup day, so most of the cars have been picked up already. I bid on this. Obviously you didn't get that, but this is what we got. A 2002 Mazda Millenia with a whopping 62,000 miles. This thing is pretty much as close to factory as you can get it, like everywhere you look. But yeah, we got the plate on it. Just gonna give you a quick once around now while we're here. It's running already, we're ready to go. See back here, comes with a free air filter. But look at these carpets and everything, it's just immaculate. I definitely have a little too much into this car. I paid $37 was my final bid, and after crazy auction fees, it's a lot. Blower motor's noisy, gonna have to figure that out. And it's got a little bit of a vacuum leak, and obviously it needs tires because it's been sitting for so long. But anyway, let's hit the road. Short little drive home. That's why I'm okay driving it with these tires, and then I'll show you some more there. So let me give you guys a bit more of a walk around here. 2002 Mazda Millenia S. So that's the one thing I didn't say at the auction. It's a supercharged motor. You can see our intercooler there, charge pipes, goes down, and then right under that little Miller cycle cover, we got a supercharger. And I will say, after driving it home, it's peppy. It's peppy and it hugs corners. I love it. I love it just for that reason. So today I think, if I have some time, I might wash it today and buff up the headlights. Obviously clean these wheels, because these wheels will shine like new. I'm gonna go pick up some new windshield wipers for it. That's like one of the first things I need to do so I can drive it. And I've already got tires ordered. They're on their way. And after that, she should be ready to go. Oh, also I want to take all this tape off. I pulled that piece. That piece was all beat up underneath. It was just a little cover for the oil filter under there. You got to pull it to do an oil change. So I bet you someone broke it when they did the oil change and then just taped it onto the bumper using the worst style tape ever. Never use duct tape or Gorilla tape. Never use that on a car. Just, it'll never come off the paint. So let's show you the interior again, because it's beautiful. I've always loved these cars. They're works of art. This is back when car companies actually put pride into what they built and everything had character. And now everything's just rinse and repeat. Car companies don't care anymore. These back seats, obviously, this was someone's grandma's car. And then I believe it was passed down to a student at one point. I love that it's got the little rain deflector on the windshield. That was a factory option. The key fob works. Let's go fire her up. So on the inside now we have this beautiful two-tone steering wheel. Nice leather wrap console. Heated seats both work. Flip up cup holders. Ashtray, never been smoked in, obviously. Beautiful condition. Bose system works great. AC, heat, all works great. Let's fire her up. And it's got a little supercharger. You can hear it. Amazing. And that's why it's so fun to drive. Anyway, I'm gonna wash it up later, and honestly, I'm not gonna do much to it until after my Florida trip. Tomorrow I head out to Florida, or 2 days from now, I head down to Florida. I'll be taking the little Corolla. Stay tuned for that video. And yeah, we'll work on it when we get back. All right, as you can see, I've gotten a bit accomplished. Another thing I forgot to mention, I'm back at my parents' house today. Obviously with the Corolla, like I said, I'm going to be doing a road trip with that. But yeah, I got this from an auction around here. Like I said, Ken Geyer Auction Company in Bechtelsville, PA. It's a public auction. That's why I paid so much for this thing. But yeah, I'm going to run this now to the car wash, quickly polish up these wheels. I took off all the stickers and everything. So it's looking much better now. And yeah, I'm gonna run it to the car wash, get that done. That should be looking good. Well, look at that. That is a completely different car already. It really shows its low miles when you clean it up. This is just a wash on the paint and the wheels. I used my wheel acid, obviously. It had some caked on brake dust. Look at that. I still have a lot to do yet. Some marks and stuff. This paint is gonna look great with a buff. Those exhaust tips are gonna get polished up. Like, this car has a long way to go still, yet it looks immaculate. It's amazing. Really matches the interior now. So I'm gonna, oh, the other thing is, don't even ask me how hard it was to get all that duct tape off. I hated it, every minute of it. But we're done, and she looks amazing. So we got the Millenia out to the Cars and Coffee today. I promise I'm gonna come back to doing Cars and Coffee videos shortly here, but here's the spread for today. We got a lot of cool cars. We got a Land Rover down there. Diesel Land Rover. We got a car club down there with a lot of older Buicks and Cadillacs. Got some stuff up here. This will turn out for May. It's on Mother's Day, so a lot of people brought their moms. But yeah, we got the Millenia out here. I figured out more of the backstory on this, so I figure I'd share. I found out when I was getting it from the auction, it did come from a dealer, which kind of had me scared at first, but now that I've had it and been driving it for a bit, I realized why. It had to have been a newer car dealer, and they just didn't want to touch it because it was so old, had some miles, or it didn't have miles, but just was old and just wasn't something they would want to sell. And it also had a check engine light, which is for that vacuum leak. And the vacuum leak also causes it to drive a little iffy. But I don't know exactly where it's coming from yet, but I know how easy it is to figure out where these vacuum leaks are coming from. It shouldn't be too hard. I'm ready for the challenge. But I believe this definitely was an elderly car at some point, elderly owned car. The college stickers on the back indicate, well, I took them off, but they indicate that it was probably passed down to a grandchild. Grandchild owned it for a little bit, probably until, definitely they took care of it. They did not beat it up or do anything half-assed to it, but once the check engine lights came on, they probably went, all right, we don't want this car, let's go trade it in for a new car. That's how it ended up at a new car dealer, ended up at auction, and now I'm lucky enough to have it, and we get to figure out what's wrong with it. All right, so I'm here at the junkyard right now, trying to get some parts for the Millenia. I found a Millenia, and right next to a 626, so we might find a couple of parts here. Pretty big shame that this is in here. It was a IA charitable ride, so it was a donation vehicle. It's been an IA for a long time. Doesn't say the miles on it, but I probably did right there. But it's pretty clean. It's not too bad. It definitely sat for a while, but pretty sad that's in here, but it's got the parts we need, so it's not really that rusty either. But yeah, so I'm gonna grab a spare tire because we don't have that for ours. Need a light bulb, light cover for this door, this little light cover thing here, and the fuse panel up there. So I'm gonna grab all that and we'll be on our merry way. Alright, so here she is, the final product. I had a video of it up at the church when I had originally finished detailing it, but I somehow lost that video. But yeah, she still looks the same, but I did change it a little bit and fix a lot on it. So it's really just got the check engine light now that needs to get finished up for it to be roadworthy. Inside looks the same as the last time I showed you. Let's see if I can unlock it here. But yeah, so she is ready. Alright, long time no see with this car, but it's up here in Williamsport now. A lot of you might be confused to why it is. I really want to finish this car, so I brought it up to the house here. It's up in beautiful Williamsport now, and I'm getting to work on it. First thing I did, this boot right here for the air duct work for the intake, completely destroyed, cracked in half. The only way I figured that out was hooking this up to a smoke machine and then saw the smoke, because those cracks were nice and hidden. So now I just put the new one on. We're gonna fire it up, see if it runs a little bit better. I already had taped that one and it ran a little bit better since I had taped it because there's less air escaping. It's not as rich of a mixture between the fuel and the air. that's basically what's been causing this issue. Not enough air, too much fuel, so it's been sputtering, not running right. But now we've got that figured out. So hopefully soon this will be driving great and I'll be able to get it listed for sale up here, where it should definitely be worth what I want to ask for it. But for now, we've just been messing with it. Let's try fire it up here, see what it does. It might still be throwing a code. I might still have to put a solenoid on it, but I've located the solenoid and it's not too hard to replace. Fired right up. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna have to mess around with this and see what's up. This is why you always double check the engine bay before firing up a car. Yep, didn't plug the mass airflow sensor back in, so no wonder it wasn't running. Now it should be able to fire up and run good. Alright, let's see what it does now. There we go. Check engine light is still illuminated. I'm gonna get the code reader and clear it and see if it comes back. I'm assuming that's gonna be still for that solenoid if it does come back. But let's give it some revs here, see what she does. Yeah, she revs up way healthier now. Sounds better, doesn't bog down at all. So that definitely helped. I'm gonna clear this code now, see what happens, see if it comes back. If it does, I'll go ahead and order that that solenoid, because I've done a lot of diagnosis in the past 2 weeks, and I have definitely I've been able to narrow my choices down to the solenoid that is right under this charge pipe here. So if I do have to go ahead and do that, I'll have to pull the charge pipe, not too hard, just a couple bolts, and then I can replace that solenoid. Tomorrow I'm going to hook this up to a smoke tool again, like I said. We'll see if it has any more small vacuum leaks, and we'll go from there and just keep diagnosing it. I also got the trunk open now. I need to replace this tail light bulb. So for that, just got my trim removal tool. I'll pop all the Christmas trees out on this plastic here. It's literally right behind there. I'll be able to get it out. Actually, I forgot this has Phillips heads too. I might just be able to pop the light out and do it that way. We'll see. Alright, so we erased all the codes and all the leak codes went away for detecting a vacuum leak. Now all we really have left is this P1526, which came back on immediately after the codes were erased. So that makes me think that it's definitely going to be that solenoid, because that's directly what that code is for that specific solenoid, basically. And hopefully then, now that we've erased all the leaks, and I'm able to double check tomorrow that we erased all the leaks, hopefully once I get that solenoid in here, it'll be running good. And I'm going to order that now. It should be here by the end of the week, so sometime soon we will have this car ready to go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all the leaks have been patched. I did a smoke test the other day at school. There was no leaks whatsoever in the vacuum system. Got that new boot on there, like I said. Today, we are working back here on those valves, on the air boost, or solenoids, I should say. The air boost valve is that, and it's operating properly. The car wouldn't drive if it's not. However, after some more investigating, it's the air boost valve, which I'm trying to show it to you guys. It's back here. It's like right down there, right there. So with the engine cover off, and I just moved the wiring harness out of the way so I can have more space, I should be able to go in, swap out the old one with the new one. Here's the part number if you're interested, or if you're trying to diagnose this issue yourself on a Millenia. Good luck. But this is what it should be for me. I can get it open one-handed. I believe this is it right here. So I'm going to pop out the old one, double check my diagrams I got printed out, and make sure this is the right thing, and then we'll put it in, plug the battery back up, and hopefully we should have a good running Mazda Millenia then. Okay, so for anyone trying to do this on their own Millenia, or any Mazda for that matter, there are two different solenoids. This is the actual vent solenoid. This is just the vacuum actuator solenoid. This I think is good. I took it out anyway. I'm going to test it just to double check. This is the one the code was thrown for. Here's the old one. Typically, if you blow in this top nozzle, you should have air coming out, but there's nothing. You blow in here, the whole solenoid must just be bad. I'll hook that up to a multimeter too to see if it's got any connection, or ohms. Resistance is what you're looking for here. But yeah, I'm going to throw the new one in. Like I said, I'm going to test this too, make sure that's alright. Button her up, and hopefully she'll be ready to go. Alright, so for the first time in my history of owning this vehicle, I have no check engine light, and she runs beautifully. Look at that. So nice to see, just a normal dashboard. My RPMs now sit at 1,000 when it's idling. She revs up. Just sounds way healthier now when it's at idle. Let's do a purr back here. Yeah, that definitely did the trick. So, if you're having vacuum issues with your Millenia, check first, or any Mazda, any car in general. All these early 2000s vehicles are very much known for needing vacuum lines and needing vacuum service. So if you have that issue, make sure first things first, just do a smoke test. Figure out if it's a crack in a line or something electronic. After you guarantee there's no smoke coming out, then you can start replacing solenoids and all the other fun electronic crap that these cars have. But anyway, I'm really happy that it's running good. I'm going to get it listed up now. Actually, I'm probably going to enjoy it for a while. I want to keep it for a bit. I do like driving this car. I never really got a chance to with it running right yet. So I'll probably drive around for a couple of weeks, sell it. Hopefully we can make a little bit of profit. I know I have a lot of money into this car, but it was worth it. It was a cool car. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.